Hello again everyone. I'm in Hertfordshire today in the Rib Valley and we're starting at the village of Standon, which makes up a group of villages in that area. So we will be visiting, I think it's called Braughing, Standon and Puckeridge. So it's sort of near the Haddams where I've been recently, and it's another special day today. It's Candice's birthday and she's joining me. She's to my right.
Morning, afternoon.
Morning, afternoon even, yeah. So yeah, we've started off at, I think it's called the Star Inn in Standon, opposite the church. We've each got half an aspel. Why not? Start the walk off good. I've also got, didn't show you this on the last walk, I've got a new rucksack. So it's an OEX Rapid 24 litre rucksack. So I'm using it for my day walks at the moment, and sort of maybe a little bit of urbex in. But I'm thinking I could also use this for an ultralight sort of setup, maybe sort of in the summer when the nicer weather comes. I don't need to take as much, but I'm going to do a little sort of look at, review sort of video of it at some point in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, used it on the little Haddam day walk. It was pretty good actually, so I'm going to give it another little test run today. The walk we're doing today is, I believe, let's have a look, 5 miles long. Okay, we've just left the Star here in Standon and we're going to go and have a look in the church now, just over here. Okay, you know the score, let's go through that door. That wasn't bad. We just left the parish church here and we were gifted to some singing. I don't know what it was all in aid of, it was pretty cool though. Right, anyways, I believe we're going to start the walk now. So enough talking, let's get walking. Hertfordshire pudding stone is found almost exclusively in the county and is one of the world's rarest rocks. Its name derives from its resemblance to Christmas pudding. It consists of rounded flint pebbles of varying sizes held together by very hard, sandy cement. Pudding stone turns up in many Hertfordshire buildings and was used for boundary and marker stones. Much superstition was attached to it in the past. It was thought to be capable of growing, even to be alive, and was frequently placed by house doors to ward off evil spirits. The Roman settlement covered an area of at least 36 hectares, the nucleus of which lies on a low chalk ridge between the River Rib and the A10. Air photographs show that buildings were arranged alongside all 5 roads and extended roughly to the same boundaries as the preceding Celtic settlement, which was of similar or greater size. Excavations undertaken along the line of Ermine Street, which skirted the settlement's western extremity, revealed that both sides were lined with timber buildings, represented by gravel floors and post holes. In the 3rd century they comprised long rectangular workshops where bronze, iron and bone objects were manufactured. With open porticos fronting Ermine Street, they had tiled roofs and wattle and daub walls rendered with whitewash. Right, welcome back. We've entered the tiny little village of Braughing. Today, Braughing has a population of around 1,200 people in some 500 households, including the outlying hamlets of Dassels, Hamels, Braughing Friars, Uphall, Hay Street and Bosun Green, and is probably most famous for its Old Man's Day tradition and local sausages. However, it has a long history. An important settlement during the late Iron Age, Braughing probably came into being in the first instance as a trading post situated at a navigable extremity of the Rib, a tributary of the Lee. In the 1st century AD, the river was much larger and could have been negotiated by water transport the whole distance from the Lee to Braughing. The location of the settlement, with its ready access to the Icknield Way and onwards to the upper reaches of the Thames, together with its availability to the rich grain producing areas of Bedfordshire and Cambridgeshire, made it both a valuable commercial and strategic centre. In recognition of this, 5 roads radiate out from Braughing, including Ermine Street on its journey to the north, and importantly Stane Street, connecting with Colchester. Some of these routes, particularly Stane Street, are thought to have been constructed on already existing native trackways. Another road led southeast via potteries at Bromley Hall to a rural temple at Harlow, which perhaps continued via potteries at Epping to Chigwell. You know the score. Let's go through that door again. The parish church of Braughing consists of 3 distinct buildings built at different times, replacing an earlier Saxon minster church. The oldest part of the current church is the chancel, built and consecrated in 1220. The rest of the church, including the nave and tower, was built around 1416. On the north-east side of the church is a red brick building known as the Braughing Chapel, a mortuary chapel built in 1638 for members of the Braughing family. The tower has 8 bells which were donated to the church between 1615 and 1745. Fleece Lane Bridge is an iron bridge and was manufactured by Barwells and Company Bridge Street Foundry, Northampton in 1861. It is a Grade 2 listed structure. The name probably recalls the sheep washing which took place in the shallow part of the river here. After St Mary's Church in Braughing, you go down Fleece Lane, which is ceremonially swept and a funeral bell tolled each year on the 2nd of October, in accordance with the will of Matthew Wall. The ritual commemorates his good fortune in having 2 funerals. At his first, a pallbearer slipped on wet leaves. Wall's coffin fell, and as it hit the ground, he woke up. He lived on and raised a family, dying some 30 years later in 1595. Old Man's Day. In the autumn of 1571, the funeral of Matthew Wall, a resident of Green End, was interrupted when the coffin bearers, carrying his coffin to church, slipped on leaves in Fleece Lane and dropped the coffin. Then they heard a knocking sound coming from within. Matthew, not dead at all, had been woken by the crash. He went on to live 24 more years, in the course of which he married. When he finally died, he left provision in his will for Fleece Lane to be swept and for the funeral bells to be tolled, followed immediately by a wedding peal. The ceremony is still carried out every year on the 2nd of October, which we now call Old Man's Day. School children bring brooms to sweep Fleece Lane. There is a short service at Matthew's grave, and the bells are rung. After the Roman period, it was settled by the Anglo-Saxons. The earliest form of the name Braughing is Breinga, Old English for the people of Brea, who was probably a local leader. It is mentioned in the Domesday Book 1086 as Brashinges. We've just crossed over the main road here, and you see you can just about make out a building through there. That is Braughing Station House. So that's where the old branch line would have run through, and we're going to be walking along the former track bed over here. So this is part of a really long dismantled railway. So Jake, if you're watching this, mate, you would absolutely love this one. We've seen an old railway bridge, which is, oh, it's just here, banging, well exciting. Anyway, the station house, the geezer was taking his bins out. That's not a euphemism, he was taking the bins out. He saw us, we said hello, started talking about railways, and he was showing us from the fence. If we'd have asked him and said, look, can we go and have a look in there, he probably would have said yes, absolutely fine. He's like renovated, or restored rather, all of the ticket office, the little, like the box, what do you call those little square buildings on the side of the platform. He's got an old railway carriage there, there's the platform, there's a bit of track still there. It's amazing. And yeah, this is one of the old railway bridge.
Garden.
Is it called? Ah, it's his garden. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, this is even better. Look, it's even got the signal thing. I'm going to zoom in for you. I don't know if the glare's going to pick it up. No, it's too bright. Shit. How cool is this? He's clearly an enthusiast. So Jake, if you ever want to be adopted, mate, I'd put in a word with this geezer, because like you and him could probably talk to the wee hours. I'll get some photos, it might come out a bit better. That's his garden, and you can see the track coming down through there under this old railway bridge, which of course the road goes over, and down there. We were deciding about this one, weren't we, when Like, it was this morning at mine, and I went to Candice. I was like, right, it's your birthday. Where do you want to walk? Hertfordshire, she says. I was like, okay then. What one do you want to do? I said, I was flicking through the book, and I went, there's the Rib Valley. I said, look, oh, it's got a dismantled railway and a station house. Straight away she went, oh, I want to do that one. Even though, once I saw it, I thought I should really save it for Jake. But, so I might have to come back here if Jake wants to do it, if you're watching this. But, yeah, so, blame her, alright? Nah, it's her birthday, so I said we can go wherever you want, and it's the one she picked. She went, I'll do like a railway line. I went, exactly. So, happy birthday. There we go. Her nose is running, she's pushing me now. It's like, piss off. Right, anyways, we're pretty much following this dismantled railway line back to Standon. It's also worth mentioning, while we're walking beside the River Quinn, how nice is this as well, by the way. And of course back there is the station house and stuff. But, there's Candice, but not these buildings here, of course, but over to our right somewhere, there's the site of a Roman town. Don't know if there's anything there, if there's still anything there, sorry, any remains or anything, but that's the site where they've obviously found stuff anyway. Shame we can't really see anything of it, but thought I'd mention it anyway. Pretty cool, seeing some decent history on this walk. Yeah, it's been a good one with this lovely river. And then what could be better as well, along the River Quinn here, there's a little, like a lock gate, is it? Or something. It's old school looking anyway. I'll try and get a closer look for you. Look at this! There's too many highlights on this walk. It's absolutely brilliant. Here's a little closer look. This is so cool. A little bit treacherous. Look at that, amazing. That doesn't still work, does it? That might still work. Shit. I don't know where that goes to, probably private house. Yeah, it's electric, that's what I mean. I saw the electric box. There's the other side. Oh, this is banging. I like this river. I do like a river. Jake likes a railway. Let's make lemonade. So here's some of the original fence that would have been beside the railway line. Got that sort of wooden, like, picket fence, wire. Footpath goes along beside it, and then if you look in there you can probably see deep embankment and stuff. And the ditch, I'll just show you in here. There. So yeah, still bits of it left, but yeah, that guy back there has preserved a really nice chunk of railway history there, I think.
Yeah.
Jake's dream home, we've nicknamed it. And then we were saying if he was going along on the train, you'd have these lovely views to your left or right, depends on which way you're going, I guess. But yeah, it's been a really good little walk, this one. Okay, here we are. This is the River Rib, I believe, and we're now back in Standon. So it's busy, the A120 here, but so we've had a look at the Star Pub in Standon. There's also the Bell to have a look at, so we're going to pop in there for a bit. Right, welcome back everyone. We're in the smoking area of the Bell Pub in Standon. I've got myself this Stowford Press fruit cider. It is absolutely lovely. I'm going to give it like a 9 out of 10. It's brilliant. We parked the car, of course, back at the Star pub, which is just down the high street that way. So we're going to love you and leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and wish Candice a happy birthday. It's been there she is. She's getting more confident. Yeah, it's been a really good walk. It's been a good way to celebrate her birthday. The best bit is yet to come though. We're off to Pizza Hut. We're not filming that, but yeah, cheers for watching. Get in the comments, let us know what you think, especially of like Braughing Station House or whatever. If you've got any information on the area as well, as always, share it with us. Always greatly appreciated. Thanks for the support as always. And yeah, you'll see us again soon. Cheers and see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.